I was in debt overnight, overdrawn, emotionally wrecked and stressed. And a few months later, a deposit hit my account, but it was proof that I had a great chance. That small deposit gave me the hope I needed to rebuild. We show you how to get your first clients, build your portfolio, and lock in real recurring income for your payment processing agency. Imagine waking up and everything you work for is gone. I'm talking years of going door to door, putting 95% of your money back into the business. Millions gone overnight. My wife was in the hospital. My newborn was on 3 life support systems, and the people I trusted most had stolen everything. You're probably wondering, why are you in the airport, dude? Well, I've been sitting here waiting forever because flights have been delayed. And I don't want to waste this opportunity to talk to you. So what saved us wasn't a lawyer and their legal fees, not by a long shot. And it wasn't a loan. It was something most people ignored, a payment processing portfolio. Let me take you back. A few years ago, I felt like I had it all until I didn't. My former business partner, someone I considered family, traveled all over the world together, stayed in each other's house, built the business from the ground up together, moved over $30 million from our accounts. I was in debt overnight, overdrawn, emotionally wrecked and stressed. I still remember checking my account and seeing negative 6 figures, then shortly after, negative 7 figures, which I didn't even think was possible. What hit hardest is looking at my wife in the hospital room, knowing I had nothing to offer but hope. It's already stressful enough. Your child is on 3 life support systems. There's no way you can really bring that kind of information to it. But here's the turning point. And I didn't sleep, I didn't eat, but I remember something I had built years ago that most people overlooked. A few merchant accounts that I'd set up. Businesses that still process payments, even though I wasn't actively selling anymore, because how can you sell when you're up under that kind of stress, that kind of pressure? You can't even think properly. You don't even want to take that kind of energy to your clients. And a few months later, a deposit hit my account. It wasn't much, but it was proof that I had a great chance. That small deposit, as small as it may seem to some, gave me the hope I needed to rebuild. And when I say rebuild, so I had to get back to it, but smarter this time. So when I say rebuild, not just going out there grinding and working without really doing it strategically, I started building a portfolio intentionally. Every merchant I onboarded was another layer of income. And this is not something that only a couple people can do. And it's not one-time cash, it's recurring passive automated income from payment processing residuals. And you're gonna see how this works here shortly. And while everyone else was chasing the next deal or the next car sale, I was building equity, a portfolio that paid me every month, whether I worked or not. And some of us have worked in these kind of pressure cooker kind of sales environments where you can have one bad month, sometimes one bad week. And within months, I replaced the income that had been stolen. Within 18 months, I surpassed it. But more importantly, my family was in a better place. My wife was safe. My child had a future again. And I kind of jumped around here a little bit because this isn't my first time building a portfolio. I had to rebuild before that. And you want to ask yourself, what is residual income? So what is this thing that nobody's really talking about in payment processing? Every time someone swipes a card at a restaurant, every time they insert a card, every time they tap their card on a credit card machine or buy something online, like I said, at a restaurant, at a gym, at a boutique, somebody gets paid, and that somebody should be you. Visa, MasterCard, Amex, Discover don't process directly with business. They rely on agents and ISOs, people like you, to connect businesses. Now, the newer model, the more efficient model, is the payment processing agency. And in exchange, you earn a percentage every single month for the life of the merchant. One merchant processing just $50,000 a month could earn you $300 to $1,000, sometimes a few $1,000s per month. What's 3 times 10? What's 1 times 10? And you've got freedom, no hype, just math. This isn't just my story. We've helped hundreds of others build their own agency, which is what you can do without coding, without being some super tech or some super geek. You don't have to build some AI infrastructure or anything like that, without massive startup costs, without quitting their job. We show you how to get your first clients, build your portfolio, and lock in real recurring income for your payment processing agency. This is your chance to build something that can't be stolen and you can't be fired. And that is the kind of freedom and security that you want, if there is such a thing as security. If you're watching this, it's not an accident. Maybe you've been burned, like I have many times. Maybe you're just stuck in a cycle, which I have been many times, but you don't have to stay there. And that's key. You must pivot quickly. You have to be able to pivot fast and quick and hard. Check the captions. Message me if you want to start building your agency today. You don't need followers. You don't need investors. You just need to start. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Because when everything else is gone, AI is supposedly replacing almost everybody. You can even see that in grocery stores where the computers are doing everything. Recurring income still shows up. I look forward to seeing you, and I look forward to talking to you.